On today's episode of From the Rafters, we will recap the World Series, recap NFL Week 7, and give our Week 8 predictions. We also have 3 Bobs and a Wow of Halloween movies, a Bachelorette recap for guys that don't watch The Bachelorette, and we'll finish off with one spooky thing. Let's get it.
All right, and welcome back to From the Rafters. What's funny?
Nothing. Just what you said before we started.
Fair enough. It's episode 14, October 28th. It's our Halloween special. It's going to be full of ghoul and spooky
Goblins, ghouls and goblins and such.
Purple people eaters and all that stuff. But for the 28th, 2 holidays. National Chocolate Day.
Great day.
I love chocolate, but not too much chocolate.
So you wouldn't eat a chocolate cake with chocolate frosting?
That's not, no.
You wouldn't?
I'd rather have vanilla cake, chocolate icing.
What about chocolate cake vanilla icing?
That's gas as well. But vanilla cake, vanilla icing, I'll do.
Red velvet?
With chocolate icing?
Yeah.
Never have you had that?
No.
Okay. Try it.
Carrot cake with chocolate icing?
You know red velvet cake is just chocolate.
Yeah, I mean...
the redness throws you off.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay. It's National First Responders Day.
I didn't know that, by the way.
What?
I just agreed and said yeah.
Isn't that true?
What are you talking?
Isn't that true?
Red velvet's... I don't think it's chocolate.
It tastes like
I thought that was...
No,
I know, but it's the
isn't
red.
It's just red food coloring, is it not?
Yes, it's a chocolate. Like, it is a chocolate.
Dude, but it don't taste like
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But it's National First Responders Day.
Shout out Jer Bear.
Shout out Jer Bear. But that's it for holidays. Big birthdays. Bill Gates, 65.
Why do I don't care.
Good time to retire. You'll care
He's
about.
in the Illuminati.
I'm not telling it. Really. Okay. Frank Ocean.
A potato flew around my room before you came.
He's 33. That's when Jesus died.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when Jesus died.
I'm just saying. And last but not least, Caitlyn Jenner is 71 today. 71.
Wow.
She looks good for her age.
She was a hell of an athlete.
She was a hell of an athlete. Happy B-Day, Caitlyn. All right.
Those were your birthdays? I thought they were like people that you knew.
No, that's it. Frank Ocean, Caitlyn Jenner, Bill Gates. Huge birthdays. That's it.
All right.
So speaking of Caitlyn Jenner and great athletes that live in Hollywood, there we go.
Fair.
The Los Angeles Dodgers. You called it.
That was a great transition. I did call it.
I know. I just pulled that one out of my ass. But Dodgers 1-6. Corey Seager, MVP. 8 hits, hit 400, 7 runs.
He didn't play that well last night. 0 for 3, 2 Ks.
Did you think it was going to be Mookie after the end of last night?
Yes. I wanted it to be Mookie.
Well, Corey Seager had the clean sweep. The queen sweep
The Queen Sweep.
of MVPs in the National League and the World Series. GOAT?
No.
People are asking.
No.
Best shortstop to ever play for the Dodgers?
Did Nomar Garciaparra play for the Dodgers?
He did.
Did Rafael Furcal play for the Dodgers?
He did.
Corey Seager's better.
Yeah, Corey Seager might be the GOAT Dodgers shortstop. Clayton Kershaw, speaking of GOATs, champion.
It's about time. I mean, I'm happy. Like I said, I didn't care who won, but the Dodgers, they were the best team all year. They should have won.
Titletown, USA.
Love seeing upsets, but when the best team wins, it's just like fair. It's just like the Lakers. Lakers were the best team in the NBA.
And the Dodgers should have won in 5. Same thing as the Lakers. Should have won in 5.
Why should they have won in 5?
Who, the Dodgers?
Yeah.
The pass ball nonsense.
You mean the error?
Yeah, the nonsense.
Because Kenley Jansen wouldn't back up home?
Yeah, where is Kenley's fat ass? Back it up. But the people are asking now that LA is the city of champs, is Justin Herbert going to lead the Chargers to a Super Bowl run?
The Rams have a better record.
I'm not worried about the Rams. People are asking, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert's going to win Rookie of the Year. We're on baseball, Mitchum.
I know. I'm just saying. The people are asking. But Blake Snell last night. Do you think they should have taken him out?
No, Kevin Cash is an idiot.
But if it had worked out, you wouldn't have said anything.
No, he's an idiot.
They have the best bullpen in the MLB.
He's an idiot. He was dealing.
But Blake Snell is known.
Blake Snell wants out.
He's known to cash in some runs at the end of his outing.
He wants out.
That's fine. Where's he going to go?
He's your horse. It is an elimination game. You have to ride him to the finish line.
With knowing you have the best bullpen?
Yeah, I mean,
that's fine. But he is your guy.
He's your good. Like
Yeah.
he's the best player on your team.
You'd rather lose with him than lose with anyone else. That's fair. That works. Okay. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on it.
Oh, and people aren't going to forget about that decision either. People will be talking about that for a while.
Like who? Who cheers for Tampa Bay?
No, I'm just saying.
Who in Tampa Bay woke up pissed off that they lost?
No. I'm just saying every time that it happens from this moment on, they're going to bring it up again.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just like the Bills back in the day, they'd bring it up. So,
Mookie Betts, second best player on the planet.
Behind Mike Trout?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mookie Betts, 2 rings now. Rings don't really matter in baseball.
First player
as much.
to ever win MVP in a World Series title with 2 different teams.
But he didn't.
Huh?
You said MVP?
Yes, before turning 30 years old.
I thought you meant a World Series MVP. I was like, he didn't do that.
No.
He could have easily. Is Mookie Betts now your number 2 in LA athlete, or is Mike Trout still ahead of him?
No, Mike Trout's better than him.
But as far as a superstar,
I'd take Mike Trout on my team over Mookie Betts any day of the week.
that's not what I'm asking. But like a franchise superstar.
Yeah, I'd rather have Mike Trout
I've never seen Mike Trout in a big situation.
because his team's ass.
So he's not as big of a Hollywood star.
What are you trying to say? Is he going to be in movies? No, he's not going to be in movies.
I'm saying Mookie Betts.
Wait, you want to see Mike Trout out and about in L.A.?
A little. I would like to see him doing something. But Mookie Betts is going to be more of a household name than Mike Trout.
No shot, Mitchell.
Watch.
No shot.
If I ask Megan, we're going to ask later on, just randomly, okay? Remember this. We're going to ask her who she. All right, we're just going to say Mookie Betts. Do you know who that is? And then we'll say Mike Trout. Do you know who that is? And see her answer. Mookie Betts, more of a household name. That's really all I have. An MLB season that almost made it to the end, 55 days without a COVID case until Justin Turner got COVID in the middle of the game. What were your thoughts on him coming back?
Loved it. I would have done the exact same thing. If somebody on my team tested positive and everybody was telling them they couldn't come on the field, Justin Turner's been there from the very beginning.
Exactly.
Of this team, and him and Kershaw. Who else are OGs? Kenley's OG.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Corey's an OG.
He's becoming an OG.
Yeah.
What you call Chris Taylor?
OG. Kike Hernandez, OG.
Young Jock, OG.
Young Jock.
You like that? You like that?
Not as much as Big Country.
All right. We'll get into that.
What did you think about Justin Turner?
I didn't mind it because everyone else knows that you have COVID. So if you're willing to embrace him,
everybody else minds. Everybody on Twitter,
everyone on Twitter that wasn't on the field minds.
Yes.
So everyone that Justin Turner made contact with last night did not mind. Correct?
No, not one bit.
So why do you mind?
I don't mind.
No,
I'm
not why do the people mind? I think it's getting to the point. Imagine 3 weeks from now, it's going to come out. It was a false positive, and he almost didn't have the chance to celebrate after being there forever and winning a championship. So I don't mind. Trevor, you mind? What are your thoughts on that situation?
Bro, you just won the World Series. You think I'm gonna sit in the locker room while everybody's out there flipping a tit?
What if
Nah.
would you, if you're one of his teammates, would you care?
No, bro. We're athletes. COVID's not a problem for us.
That's right. I mean, you're right.
It just should be.
That's it.
No,
okay.
I want to end it with I want the people to not forget what Randy Arozarena did in these playoffs.
My goodness.
He was the best player in the 2020 playoffs.
Apparently the best postseason hitter of all time.
Arguably. There have been murmurs. I just wanted people to remember that. But I think that next year...
Not going to be a good season for Tampa Bay in general.
No, for Randy Arozarena. I think this was the highlight of his life.
So he got, what's the guy, the third baseman for the Cardinals? He David Freesed it?
Yeah, but he wasn't, David Freese was clutch.
An icon, yeah. Well, like I said, nobody's a Tampa Bay fan, so you can't really have fans there.
Could you guess how old Randy Arozarena is?
I'll say 28.
He's a rookie.
Is he 28?
No.
How old is he?
25.
That's close.
Yeah, but I mean, I think 25 is old nowadays.
Not true. You know how old Corey Seager is?
What, 27?
Like 26, I think.
He's been in the league for 4 years.
He's going to be there until he's 34.
34?
You think older?
Yeah. You can stay in
Really?
baseball forever.
But he's had Tommy John.
That shit don't matter. He can move to second.
You seen he bends with his back a little more than his knees.
He can move to second.
Or first. Or third. He'll be here a while.
Yeah,
He'll be here
for
a
a
while.
while.
Corey Seager, he's here to stay.
The first one, all right, the first player out of LA, though, who's he going to be?
To leave?
Yep.
Cody Bellinger.
What?
I don't know. It's
going to be Kinley. I think they're going to get rid of Kinley.
Oh, Kinley's out of his prime. I'm not even
He's so
considering him
bad.
one of the... Yeah, Kinley's
He's
got to
so
go.
bad.
See you at the Cardinals or something, Kinley.
The Braves will get him.
That is a Braves pickup.
The Braves will totally get him.
This might be the most consecutive minutes we talked about baseball as well. Look at us.
But, yeah, shout out to the Dodgers. Shouldn't have ever been there. Braves are up 3-1. Braves will brave.
Braves will brave. Mm-hmm. And the Rays will ray. And that was talking baseball.
All right, now we're going to move on to the recap of NFL Week 7. So the picks last week, I won the week. I went 5-7-1.
That's winning the week nowadays.
Well, I beat you.
I know. Tough week again.
So I have a question. I went back and I was listening to the pod before I came over. You said Panthers money line, and I counted it as a win just because I don't know if you wanted to take the money line or if you want to take them plus the points. I'm going to give you the opportunity here.
I'll be a man about it.
Okay.
Money line.
Okay, so that's an L.
Yeah. If I say money line,
Okay.
I think they're
all
going to
right.
win.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you were actually 3-9-1.
Good week to fade. Good week to
Okay,
fade.
I was 5-7-1, and that takes our overall records to. I'm 22-30-2. You are 23-29-2.
Still on top after 2 terrible weeks. That's like when
But I'm clawing back.
That's like when you're that good of a team and you're only down 3 points at the half, and you're like, we just played the worst basketball of our lives. So I'm here, basically.
All right, let's get into just some knee-jerk reactions from Week 7. Eagles-Giants, we both had Eagles -5. Eagles won 22-21. The ghost tackled Daniel Jones.
The sniper, that was brutal, and that's exactly what you expect out of an Eagles-Giants game.
It was 8 straight wins against the Giants for the Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah. The next game was Lions-Falcons.
Another who cares.
Another game you lost. I won that game.
You took Falcons?
I took Lions.
I didn't even know who won the game.
Lions were favored. Lions won 23-22.
I took Falcons.
Yeah.
Mental note, never bet on the Falcons, ever.
This is the second year in a row. Atlanta started 1-6.
Should they fire the interim coach? I don't know.
Well, they already got rid of almost everybody in the front office.
Except Julio.
The next game was Browns-Bengals. This one was a tough one for both of us because we pushed. We got a -3. And did you see how it ended up pushing?
No, I just know Baker Mayfield had 0 yards and 1 interception in the first quarter.
Yeah, but then he didn't throw an incompletion the rest of the game.
I know.
5 touchdown passes. Tied for the most in Browns history.
Is he like that?
Yes. No, he played
We're
the Bengals.
so wishy-washy
He
with
played
that
the
guy.
Bengals. Well, anyway, so the Browns didn't cover.
Bad beat.
I mean, no, it was just the idiot kicker missed the extra point when the Browns scored with 11 seconds left in the game.
How do you do that? You should get fired on spot if you do that.
Next game was Packers at Texans. This was an easy one. We both took the Packers minus 3.5. That was so easy.
That was the lock of the week.
That was so easy. Green Bay is 6-0 all time at Houston when they play at Houston.
Aaron Rodgers is a dome quarterback.
Yes, he is. The next game, Panthers-Saints.
Wow.
Saints won 27-24. I really thought Joey Sly hit that 65-yarder.
Joey Sly had COVID.
I know.
What a bounce back game, almost.
I mean, that would have been the NFL record.
Good to see CMC's practicing again.
Not really. They're better without him.
Thunder and lightning in the backfield. Mike Davis.
CMC needs the ball too much, bro.
Mike Davis.
Without him, we're able to spread it around, spread the love.
But I like the locker room energy. He said, "Good to see my guy back on the field."
He has to say that, or he's getting cut.
You're right. You're right.
He has to say that. Saints moved to 4-2. Panthers fall to 3-4. I think the Panthers are only winning one more game this year.
Okay, well, just wait on it.
Next game was Bills at Jets. This game was toilet bowl.
The Jets will not win a football game this year.
The Bills kicked 8 field goals, and their kicker was 6 for 8.
So not even a great fantasy week for the kicker. A good one, but you lose points, right, when you miss one.
The Jets were out to a 10-0 start to start the game.
But then they said, "Oh shit, we might win."
Yeah.
Relax.
The thing is, I was watching the game on Red Zone, and they never showed Adam Gase once. I thought they just I thought they fired him without telling anybody.
Cancel culture.
Never saw him on
Adam Gase
never saw him
in
on
the
the screen.
NFL.
Second time in franchise history, the Jets have started 0-7. The next game,
Wow.
The next game, I was very right about. Cowboys at Washington. Washington beat the brakes off them. You picked the Cowboys.
All right. So here's my thing: no dignity, no pride, no hustle, no heart. Worst franchise in the NFL. Worst franchise in the
Cowboys.
NFL. Yes. We'll never bet on them again either. If it's Cowboys-Falcons, I'm taking Falcons, even though the Cowboys already beat them in some bullshit.
Does Jerry Jones need to get out?
Jerry Jones' seat is hotter than piss right now.
It doesn't matter.
Jerry Jones is on Jerry Jones' ass so hard right now that he needs to Magic Johnson himself out of the Cowboys football operations.
Did you saw the hit on Andy Dalton?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. No pride.
The O-lineman didn't do a thing.
No one.
Didn't do a thing. And Bostic's known for being dirty, too.
Is Andy Dalton a bad locker room guy?
No, I just think
That's
I think
how
the
sorry
Cowboys
the
are just,
Cowboys are?
Yeah. I think they packed it in for the whole season.
That's Mike McCarthy
Hey, watch out for Washington. They're going to win this division. Host a playoff game.
at 5-11.
4-12.
They will not go 4-12.
They're going to win the division at 4-12.
5-11-1. 5-10-1. Sorry.
Guess how many yards Dallas had of total offense?
65.
Okay, 142. Ben DiNucci going to start next week for him.
Where's he from?
JMU product.
JMU.
Yeah.
Is he a product of
Shane Montgomery?
Shane Montgomery?
Yes, he is.
So Trent is pulling up all the pictures that he has?
No, but every time, like as soon as Andy Dalton got hurt, he said, "Oh, DiNucci time."
DiNucci time.
The next game, Chiefs at Broncos, snowing.
Slight snow.
It wasn't slight.
And knocked Snowber.
Chiefs won 43-16. Kansas City has won 10 straight against Denver.
They're the exact opposite of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Drew Lock, small hands.
Drew Lock does have small hands, and he doesn't have good dance moves. Let's get past that.
I think that's the main reason for his hype.
Oh, is the bad? That's fair.
That's the main reason everybody was hyping him up.
Last night it was Kush and Ciroc. Was that the song that he was getting?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Moving on.
The next game, Niners at Patriots. We were both very wrong on this one. We both took the Patriots.
Just wait, though. Just wait.
33-6.
Oh, I know. And Cam Newton looked god-awful. But will you hear any slander come out of my mouth about Cam Newton? Absolutely not. Go ahead and do it.
Scam Newton, you mean?
Go ahead and do it.
Scam Newton?
Let's hear it. I knew you were going to jump off his bandwagon the second you saw something like this.
They just need to let Jarrett Stidham start.
No, watch this next
Cam's
game.
done.
No, watch this. It's funny how Cam plays bad and you hear all this chatter, but when Cam's playing good, it's silent.
He played good for 1 week, and that was against the
2
Seahawks.
weeks, and then he got COVID, had to sit out, got rusty.
I thought COVID didn't affect athletes.
That's what Trevor said, not me.
Okay.
COVID doesn't affect baseball players.
This is the first time the Patriots have started 2-4 since 2000.
Is Bill on the hot seat?
Yeah, good one. Next game was Bucks at Raiders. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the Bucks are winning the damn Super Bowl, 45-20. You need to put some respect on Tom Brady's name, Mitch.
The Bucks are just like the Bucks, like the Milwaukee Bucks.
So what are you saying?
They're gonna have a great record. They're gonna make.
Who's gonna beat them in the NFC? It's gonna be it's a crash course right now for
Packers.
Bucks Packers.
Give me another one.
Bucks
Give me another
Bucks
team.
have a way better defense than the Packers.
Oh, and they just blew out the Packers. It doesn't matter though.
Did I say that? You just said that. I never brought that up.
I know, but Aaron Rodgers will show up in the playoffs.
He's done that once. And when they win it? A decade ago?
When they were the wild card.
A decade ago?
When they were the wild card.
Okay. The final score of that game was 45-20.
I'm not saying the Bucks are bad.
This is the most passing touchdowns by a Tampa Bay quarterback in the first 7 games of the season. Tom Brady, 18. He's going to win MVP this year.
More than Jameis.
We're getting to Jameis.
I have nothing to say about Tampa Bay. They're really good, but they're going to blow it.
The next game you were very wrong about. I was very right about. Steelers at Titans.
How was I very wrong?
Steelers had a 21-point lead. They were in control of that whole game.
Derrick Henry.
He got bottled up like I said he would.
Just wait, though.
Got
because
bottled up.
he gets like an extra 1.5 yards in the months of November and December. When it gets cold, Derrick gets going.
Somebody wants to tackle that big MFer.
I wouldn't tackle that big MFer.
This is the second time in team history the Steelers have started 6-0. Can you guess the year?
Terry Bradshaw year.
78 might have been.
I think it was.
Next game, Jaguars at Chargers. I was close on this one. I took Jaguars plus 7.5. You took Chargers.
I can't believe these analogies. You were so wrong, and you always say you were so wrong, and I was so close.
I was close.
But you still lost.
Yeah, but the Jags, they were 1-5 coming into this game.
If you would have been right on this one, you would have been.
I was,
you would have said
I was
yeah.
right on the money on this one. Herbert, you talked a big game about.
They're
Herbert.
2-4, and my question was: are the Chargers the best 2-4 team I've ever seen in my life? Answer: yes. And have we talked about the Bears?
No, they're coming up.
Okay, because vice versa with
The best 2-4 team, like right now in the league.
Yeah, I said in your life, but I meant this year.
Well, there's only 3 other 2-4 teams: the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Eagles.
The Patriots aren't the best 2-4 team.
The Eagles are better.
The Eagles are better than the Chargers.
Yes.
That'd be a good Thursday night matchup.
Wouldn't mind watching it.
I'd watch it.
Herbert had 66 rushing yards as the most by a quarterback in Chargers history.
And the people are asking, can he Mookie Betts us to a Super Bowl?
Shut up. The Sunday night game was Seahawks at Cardinals. Did you watch this game?
I watched bits and pieces. I saw DK Metcalf run faster than anything I've ever seen in my life.
The memes of that was hilarious.
Did he not look like he was going to tear his hamstring on every run? Because, those strides.
Did you see how many strides it took him to run 10 yards? 2. Took him 2 strides to run 10 yards.
And he was going V-fast.
Looks like Giannis when he's driving. That's what it looked like.
Yes.
Craziest. I feel like the Seahawks cannot play a normal game.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they
every
should be
game has some
primetime
crazy
games.
shit happen.
Yes.
The game went to OT. Seahawks got the ball first. Actually, Cardinals were down 10 with 5 minutes left.
Yes.
Send it to OT. Seahawks get the ball first. Punt. Cardinals miss the field goal to win the game. Seahawks get it back. Russ throws a pick. Russ had 3 interceptions in this game. Russ threw a pick to Isaiah Simmons, Clemson alum.
I lost fantasy this week because of that.
And then the Cardinals went down and kicked the field goal to win it. Tyler Lockett had 200 receiving yards, second most in Seattle history.
Is Kyler Murray the first ever physically challenged quarterback in the NFL? The best physically challenged quarterback in the NFL?
You mean vertically challenged?
That as well. Yeah, vertically challenged. I didn't want to say the M word. Is that allowed?
Mentally?
No, in 2020.
Mentally challenged?
No, for a shorter person.
Vertically challenged?
No, the M word for a shorter person.
Midget.
Yes. Sorry, so it's out. Is Kyler Murray the first midget in the NFL?
No, Drew Brees. Him and Drew Brees are the same height.
No way.
Yes, they are.
I think he's got that. What's the thing that DJ has? DJ Laxton, where he gets shorter as he gets older.
Benjamin Button disease.
Does Kyler Murray have Benjamin Button disease?
I'm not sure if that's right.
We'll ride with it.
Who'd I say my damn
Midget talk got you.
dude? Got me flustered.
Tyler Lockett?
Oh, I said Tom Brady was my MVP. It's between Tom Brady and Kyler Murray right now.
That's a little redonkulous.
Why?
Russ is out like that?
Yeah, Russ is out. 3 picks. Are you kidding me?
Okay, that's fine. We'll remember this.
Monday night game was Bears at Rams.
The Bears are the worst 4-2 team I've ever seen in my
They're
life.
5-2.
I even have that right here, 5-2. They're the worst 5-2 team I've seen in my life.
Yeah. I think it's time to go back to Mitch.
Oh, we can't go back.
Nick Foles looked absolutely
It's not Nick
terrible.
Foles' fault. It's that offense. That offense is brutal, but the defense is gross.
Mitch is undefeated this year. Mitch is 3-0.
And that leaves Big Dick at 2-2.
Yep.
I think I can't believe I'm saying this, but if they lose next week, it's Mitch magic. Mitch magic.
The Rams are 15-4 at home since 2018. Just a stat for you to keep in mind for this week. You ready to get into
Rams, Chargers, Super Bowl?
Shut up. What's your infatuation with LA?
Titletown. Titletown.
Just because the Lakers win.
And the Dodgers.
I was pulling for the Lakers.
And the Dodgers.
Yo, so you're a Dodgers fan now?
Since day one, I said the Dodgers were going to win the World Series.
I said it too. They're the best team.
I actually said Braves, Rays.
No, you said Rays.
In 7.
You want to get into Week 8?
Week 8, let's get it.
The Thursday night game. It's going to be a snooze fest. Falcons at Panthers. Panthers minus 2.5.
Can't wait to hear this later on and know that I was right. Panthers, money line.
They're the favorites.
I forgot they were minus 2.5. Well, Panthers, minus 2.5. You got Panthers?
I do have Panthers, minus
Can't bet
2.5.
on the Falcons.
This is the first time that I've picked the Panthers.
I don't mind because they're under 500, so.
1 o'clock slate on Sunday, Colts at Lions. Colts are minus 2.5.
Colts.
I also have the Colts.
Hammer that.
Colts coming off a bye week. Lions coming off an emotional win.
Phillip got some time with his 95 kids.
Yeah. Next game, Vikings at Packers. Packers are minus 7.
Packers.
Vikings plus 7.
You just think they cover or win?
I think they cover.
Okay. You don't want to money line that?
No way.
All right. Packers.
Next game, Patriots at Bills. Bills are minus 3.5.
I think that is way too low. Bills.
You literally just said that the Patriots were going to win this week when we were going through the recap of Week 7. You literally just said that.
I know, but when you step away from being emotional about Cam and you just say Bills, Patriots, fuck, hey, I'll ride it. Patriots.
Plus 3.5?
Plus 3.5.
All right, Bills minus 3.5.
I don't like that. I don't like that one.
Next game, Titans at Bengals. Titans are minus 5.5.
That is way too low as well. Titans.
Titans minus 5.5 as well. Fade Joe Burrow every chance you get. Kid sucks. Next game.
I'm done with that.
Next game, Raiders at Browns. Browns are minus 2.5.
Way too low again. Browns.
No way. Raiders money line. Sprinkle it.
Okay, that's fine.
Any reason why you like the Browns so much?
They're good.
Odell's out for the season.
They're playing
They're
for 13.
good. They're good.
Baker Mayfield
They went-
said, "This one's for you, 13."
The Bengals took them to the wire. What do you mean? They had to score with 11 seconds left to win the
That's
game.
good. It takes good teams to have a game like that and come out on top. Browns are
Against
like
the
that.
worst team, the second worst
Yes,
team.
because
in
you're
the
going to
NFL.
sometimes play bad against a bad team, a game that you should absolutely win, and then you do at the very end. Don't have to be pretty.
Next game.
Bills.
We'll find out.
Bills.
We'll find out.
Bills.
We'll find out. I'll let you know on Sunday. I'll give you a text about that game. The next game, Jets at Chiefs. Chiefs
You
are
won't be texting anything. That's the night after Halloween or the morning after Halloween. You're going to be getting up at 1:15.
Next game, Jets at Chiefs. Chiefs minus 19.5.
Again, that is way too low. Chiefs. I don't know why I think it should be like minus 28. Like it's a Clemson game.
I don't mind the Jets plus 19.5, but you don't make money betting against the Chiefs.
You don't.
And, dude,
How pissed are you at yourself if you say, I think Jets can cover, and then they absolutely don't? Chiefs, no brainer.
I'm going to go Chiefs minus 19.5 as well. But I would not advise anybody to take that.
I would.
That's so big.
I would.
That is a massive number.
Chiefs are like that.
Next game, Rams at Dolphins. Tua's first start of his NFL career. Dolphins are plus 3.5.
Oh my God. What is wrong with the lines right now? Hammer and absolutely hammer the Rams. Aaron Donald is going to swallow Tua up like it's nobody's business.
Rams minus 3.5.
Yeah.
All right. You know what that means. Put a little salt running off my fingers there, Trev. All right. Dolphins, sprinkle it, money line. Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback out of this past draft class. He is the best quarterback. And that's a fact, Jack.
What about old J. Herb?
Nope.
When J. Herb is hoisting.
Don't call him J. Herb.
When
Like, you know who he
my
is.
guy J. Herb's hoisting the Lombardi.
That's what you're riding with. You're riding with Chargers in the Super Bowl.
They beat the Rams in the Super Bowl.
The final 1 o'clock game, Steelers at Ravens. Ravens are minus 4.
I like Steelers.
I'm going to take the Ravens coming off a bye week. Ravens minus 4. I think the final undefeated team goes down. No more undefeated.
I don't mind it. I just don't want to. The Steelers just came off a tough game with the Titans.
Another reason why I like it.
They rally.
Steelers. There's only 3 4 o'clock games this week. The first one, Chargers at Broncos. Chargers are minus 3.
Well, you're not going to make a Super Bowl run losing to the Broncos. Chargers.
Broncos, money line. Sprinkle it.
Did you just create that? You don't even like these
Sprinkle
games.
it.
You don't even like these picks.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Justin Herbert had a career day, got his first win as an NFL starter. They are losing this game.
I cannot wait to sprinkle it next week.
No, you can't take
Run
my
that
thing.
clip over. No, I'm saying run that clip over and over on all these games you're wrong on and just sprinkle it.
Next game, Saints at Bears. Saints are minus 4.
Oh, my God. These lines are brutal. Saints.
Bears plus 4. Bounce back.
No sprinkle,
No sprinkle.
just cover.
I can see him losing by 3, or I can see him winning outright. But I don't like him winning outright enough.
Just slight vanilla cover over the chocolate ice cream.
I could see a final drive by Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Setting up a game-winning field goal.
On just a boring game.
Yeah, it's going to be very low scoring, I think.
If you tune in at the end, you're going to be like, wow, this is a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The final 4 o'clock game, Niners at Seahawks. Seahawks are minus 2.5.
Seahawks. This is the easiest week to absolutely win money.
You've taken all favorites.
Yes, this is the easiest lines I've seen in my life. All favorites this week.
I'm also going to take the Seahawks. If Niners have won.
I didn't take a single dog.
No. Hold on, let me scroll.
I had to take the Patriots because
Oh, yeah, that was the only one.
oh wow.
Because I made you take the Patriots. Oh, no,
Hey.
you took the Steelers +4.
Okay. You don't win money betting on the dog.
I'm also going to take Seahawks -2.5. Niners coming off 2 straight wins. Seahawks coming off a back-breaking loss. The Sunday night game, Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles are -7.5.
This is the toughest line of the week. This is one of those, like Pac-12 basketball games. Can go either way. Sheesh.
Starts at 11 o'clock. Bill Walton's commentating.
Bill Walton's commentating. You are just hoping Arizona State is hot tonight.
Arizona State versus Colorado.
They're packing that dome in Colorado. What's the name of the arena in Colorado?
I don't know.
Me neither. Pac-12 Conference of Champions. I'll go. I'm not betting on the Cowboys. Eagles. I can easily see the Eagles having a breakout game.
I almost said sprinkle it. But the Eagles, I'm taking the Eagles. Too much going on in the media for the Cowboys to even think about taking them. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Dak going?
Oh, he's staying. This is the best thing that could have ever happened. No, it sounds bad, but the best thing that could have happened to Dak is getting hurt and then showing Jerry that the team ain't
he's
shit
bad,
without
yeah.
him. So that was the best thing that could ever happen to Dak, in my opinion. And then the Monday night game, kind of a snoozer. Bucks at Giants. Bucks are -11.
Yep.
What?
That team that plays in the Meadowlands, New York Giants, cover against the Bucks.
I also think so.
Really?
I think they cover as well.
Hey, double sprinkle, double pound.
No, I'm not sprinkling it.
Just, double pound. Just cover.
Just cover, +11.
Vanilla icing on
But
a
if that thing,
chocolate cake.
but if that thing gets down to 10, Bucks.
Okay.
But it's at 11.
You just don't like that uneven number.
Yeah, it's not a football number at all. When's the last time a game's ended by 11?
Is it in New York?
Yeah.
Tom's got too many friends in New York. It's going to be a long weekend for him. Giants.
Tom is locked in. They're getting Antonio Brown.
It takes just a little bit for that old man to fall apart. One glass.
He's
of
on the TB12 diet.
One glass of sangria, hungover as it gets.
He doesn't do that during the season, bro. He's too busy making out with his son. And that was week 8.
And I said it was going to get ghouly and spooky, and here it is. 3 Bobs and a Wow, Halloween movie style. Thought that was going to be cool. It wasn't cool. Hey! Like that. And here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, threesome style. Nice. Hold on. Triple sis.
Why do we do it?
Triple sis.
It's become a bit now.
It really is.
All right.
Let's go.
Damn, we got last pick.
Yeah, so, all right.
I'll take it.
That's the second week in a row I've gotten second, and I hate second
You've
pick.
gotten second ever since I started playing. Every
Really?
time.
Really? So number 1. It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
It was on my list.
Pumpkin.
It was
You
on my
can't beat
list.
Charlie Brown. You can't beat him.
Damn it.
Lionel and his blankie.
Trent told me that he got called that.
Lionel?
Yes, in high school by his teacher.
He looks like a Lionel.
He said he showed up to a final exam with just a pencil. He said, "Oh, did you bring your blankie, Lionel?" All right, my first one is gonna be Halloween Town.
Nice. Good one. Boom.
Great pick. We got
Is
Hocus
that-
Pocus.
You got Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus.
You know what? No,
Does Halloween Town take away Halloween Town 2? Okay.
you're gonna be that guy.
No, not now. Not now. Just wondered.
Never seen Hocus Pocus. I don't even know what it's about.
3 witches, bro. It's
Nah.
not bad. Like, it's not a bad movie. Yeah. You know. Second, bro. Halloween movies. Is that like scary movies and shit too?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only ones I know. I only have 2 movies left in my head, so I'm like, please, God, don't take it.
Go with The Shining.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
Absolutely not. What's it about?
It's a classic, bro. It's like family goes up to the hotel up in Colorado, and dad goes crazy and fucking
Kills everybody.
The hotel's like haunted and like.
You've seen it. There's a door and his head's through it.
Nicholas.
Here's Johnny.
Yes.
Bro.
That's The Shining.
Yeah, that's The Shining.
Classic. Kid on his little bike riding through
Oh.
the hallways.
Yeah,
Got two little girls.
Now they got the Mountain Dew commercials.
Yeah.
So
Classic.
My second one is gonna be. I'm between two. Probably the only actual scary movie that I like, Saw.
Saw.
The first Saw movie.
I like that. That's a good one.
Got a great twist at the end of that movie.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
It's alright, bro. It's just.
That's the only scary movie that I don't mind watching.
It's just whack. It's just.
I feel like a lame-o now. I got two Bobs coming up, and I'm thinking only scary movies right now. Well, Friday the 13th will be my other Bob.
Which one?
The OG.
Okay.
Like the 80s and at the time period. Yeah. And then my last Halloween one. It doesn't count. That doesn't count as a Halloween movie. I was gonna say Goonies, but that doesn't count as a Halloween movie.
It's not a Halloween movie.
Hey, you guys! It's not. But it used to scare me, so I imagined it as a Halloween movie. Does Beetlejuice count?
Yeah.
And I'm taking Beetlejuice.
I like Beetlejuice.
Great movie.
My final Bob is gonna be The Haunted Mansion with Eddie
Murphy.
Yep.
Have you ever been to Disney World on the Haunted Mansion?
Never
ride?
been to Disney World.
Wow.
I'm not missing out.
What?
Better.
I've been to
Universal. Universal School. I don't know, man.
Universal's got better rides.
Have you been to Epcot?
Epcot's.
Never been.
I've never been to Epcot, like, of legal age.
Have you been to Carowinds?
Scarowinds? Bro, you know Scarowinds used to be like that.
Oh, bro.
Bro.
I think we've already talked about this.
Ninth
on here.
grade, you go with your girl.
You got your fresh American Eagle jeans on and Sperry's with the laces.
White socks on with them.
That 5950 fitted just right.
No, you know you're wearing your high school baseball hat.
I wasn't one of those. I had every fitted hat there was. Whatever I was wearing, I'd match it. Like orange shirt with the Orioles.
Dude, and you know you just took a mirror pic before you left the house too.
Way too much spray on.
Oh, Axe body spray.
I was past Axe in 9th grade. I was on that Aeropostale spray.
All right, Trev, you got one more Bob in a while.
Alright. My last Bob. I'm going to go with The Conjuring.
Good.
Hate.
Scary
I've seen The
ass
Conjuring.
Hate. I have seen
Very
it. Hate.
scary.
movie. But it's a real story, bro.
Is it though?
Those two people are real.
Is
AF,
it though?
Do you know how many things I've seen out here that I can make a movie out of? Like the Bobcat
The
puppies
Bobcat.
or kittens.
Nah, but the husband and wife used to go around and solve all these
Makes you wonder, how were they mentally though? If they're the only ones seeing these things.
Nah, that's fair. I never thought of it like that. You know, like that. My wow. Hubie Halloween, whatever the hell that Adam Sandler shit is.
The new one?
I've only seen the trailer of it.
Okay,
That's all you need to see.
it's not good.
Bro, it's an Adam Sandler movie.
You haven't even seen it, and you're making it
I
a
watched
wow.
the first 15 minutes, and he was running around on a bike doing his whole Momo-ass Adam Sandler.
Sandy
movie.
Wexler sucked.
I didn't even need to watch it.
Never seen it. He hasn't been good since his
Uncut Gems was
Uncut Gems.
phenomenal.
Uncut Gems was good, but that wasn't he wasn't being
Funny.
yeah.
What was it?
He was naturally funny, by being a scumbag.
He got some funny movies. What's his last funny movie? What were you about to say?
Like Billy Madison time
You
period.
don't think Zohan is funny?
Mr.
Grown-Ups?
Deeds. Mr. Deeds.
Grown-Ups,
Alright.
Grown-Ups is
Grown-Ups
hilarious.
is as average as it gets when it comes to a funny movie.
I went there and it's laughs that are
It's like everybody can laugh.
Yeah.
It's just a safe movie.
That's a family movie.
that's
Exactly. It's
you're
a
right.
safe movie.
He got me to laugh in a family movie.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So that means good movie.
Good.
Whoa.
Just because everyone can watch it doesn't make it a good movie.
But it made you laugh.
It made me chuckle.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
I
a
laughed.
it was a feel good laugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, looks like Adam Sandler's never coming on the podcast. Fucking assholes. There it was, the first one.
no, we've said some Fs.
So you said your wow, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Hubie Halloween. All right, my wow is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Shit.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 The worst.
That was my wow. So I'm stuck now. Wow. That was like my only wow. That because all the other ones are solid. So I guess for my wow, I'm gonna say. I don't even know a bad Halloween movie now. That was the. How did I know you were gonna take that? I'm gonna go with. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Why?
I just feel like all their hiding spots were brutal in it.
Like the Geico commercial?
Yes, it's just like the Geico
Have you
commercial.
even seen the movie, or you just basing it off the commercial?
So every time I turn it on and be on DirecTV, I'd see
Which
Texas
one are we
Chainsaw.
talking? Are we talking the new one or the OG one?
OG, like
Bro,
1990s.
the OG one was good.
Well, I was out of
The
movies.
new one was horrible.
I'm just hoping.
We'll give you the new one. We'll throw you a bone here, because the new one sucked ass.
Okay, I'll take the new one.
You guys have any honorable mentions?
Insidious.
Insidious, Nightmare on Elm Street,
I wanted to say Scream instead of Saw.
Scream,
I enjoy Scream.
Quality. Scary movie.
Scary Movie 1, 2, yeah, all of them.
Have you guys seen Tucker and Dale vs. Evil?
Yes, that's a good one.
That one's just stupid. It's hilarious though. I also had Shaun of the Dead.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
Yeah. That was it for my honorable mention, Bob's.
Silence of the Lambs.
Fair. I had one. Wow. Just because it was like it's an early memory. I feel like I was like 7 when I watched it. It's called Leprechaun.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Okay. Just scared the shit out of me.
That's how I felt about Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, it? Dude, we're fucking up.
But I had to look up
Yeah.
Leprechaun because I didn't know the name of it. So I typed in Leprechaun movie. Realized that was Jennifer Aniston's first ever movie role.
Wow.
Was in Leprechaun.
How old is she? Like 10?
No.
Oh my god.
She was like 20 something.
What?
Yeah.
Does Cloverfield count as a scary movie?
Which one? The
Cloverfield,
first one?
like where they're running with the camera. There's 2 Cloverfields?
Does I Am Legend count?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like a zombie movie.
That was my Silence of the Lambs.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I have to say. But I'm excited for Halloween.
Are you gonna post this one?
I might post it on Halloween. Yeah. For Halloween, I'll post it.
And if you don't, any repercussions?
Yep.
What? 100 push-ups on air.
On Insta Live, 100 push-ups.
Okay.
I'll do 100 push-ups on Insta Live anyways.
Just cause?
Just cause. How long would that be on? Like, how long do you think that would take me?
You're taking a break.
So I'd be on live for a while. I'm sitting there thinking I would just...
You're gonna rep out 100.
I can't do 10 without taking a break.
All right. So if this doesn't get it, so if you don't post it by Saturday
I'll do the push-ups
on Instagram Live.
on Sunday.
Okay.
About 100 burpees.
Oh.
Hell no.
Hey, burpees will cure anything. Burpees will cure the COVID. And that was 3 Bobs and a Wow of Halloween movies.
All right, and now we are getting into The Batch talk with Megan for guys that don't watch The Batch. Isn't that how it goes? Mm-hmm. Good. All right. Megan, welcome back.
Thanks. So as I was like typing out some notes, I thought that it would be fun to say like every time I say Dale, you have to drink. It's like a drinking game.
Okay.
So for listeners, if you want to join in on that and die probably,
Is there
at
a
how
lot of
many
Dale?
times I say Dale.
Is there a lot of
It's
Dale
all
coming
Dale.
out?
It's
It's
the
all
Dale.
Dale. So
I'm not gonna lie. I was watching. It was Saturday. It was the primetime football game, the college game. They did a commercial, a little montage. I didn't see what Dale looked like. I saw his backside on a bed. They were making out on a bed.
Oh yeah, we'll
yeah.
get to that. We'll get to that. So, if you remember last week, Yosef was very mad at Claire's idea to have strip dodgeball. So, this episode began with him confronting Claire. So, Claire, like, heard him out. She was, like, willing to listen. And he went off on her. He was saying she shouldn't be a mother. Like, she would never be the mother of his kids. Like, it was intense.
Well, she popped off with good reason.
Is he wrong?
Yosef was like...
Yosef was going way too hard.
Yosef literally said, like, that's embarrassing. Like, you're embarrassing. You're the oldest bachelorette, but you act...
I think it was that tipped
and
the
called her old.
iceberg.
And he was like, you're a disgrace, all
She
that.
said, what do you mean the oldest bachelorette?
So he's just still there for the drama.
No, she kicked him out immediately.
She did the whole point in the face,
Said,
like
"You're gone."
right here?
She said, well, you're
she
gone.
said, you do not speak to me like that. And she said, get out. And he immediately left.
Yeah, and then she said...
And then she started crying.
And that's when she screamed at the camera. She was like, I'm the oldest bachelorette. I'm 39 because I didn't settle for men like that.
you. Yeah. So, there's that.
Still hate her.
Dude,
It doesn't get much
the
better
producers
from here.
are ruining her, though.
So she's like freaking out because of this confrontation. She's crying. And who comes to the rescue? Dale.
That's one shot.
Take a shot. He is like comforting her. He's like, you are so strong. And she's just like, oh, yes, thank you. And then I think it's like a interview type thing. And Claire's like, what did she say? She's like, I'm so falling in love with Dale. Take another shot.
Does Dale really like her?
That's what the guys are asking.
Or is he just
There's
trying to get in
murmurs.
those pants?
So,
What do you think, Trevor?
She sounds like a gypsy.
What does that mean?
So, anyways, Claire is like super distraught still. She's still crying. She's like wiping her tears, and she decides that she doesn't want to do like the cocktail hour or whatever.
Before the rose ceremony.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do the cocktail hour. Doesn't she just like?
She goes straight to rose
Yeah,
ceremony.
she just kicks people off. But
So
honestly,
she's going off script
Yeah, she said.
compared to like other
she's
seasons.
doing whatever
She's like,
she
I'm not
wants.
meeting with guys, straight to the rose ceremony.
I don't really think there was anyone that important that. Like,
No.
it's not.
Are the guys still just like trying to hang out with each other and not talk?
I
about her?
like the bromances more
There's
than the
a
actual
bit of a bromance.
contest because it's the Dale and Claire show.
So, anyways, she kicks whoever off. It couldn't have been that important because I don't remember it. And then the next day, excuse me if I mispronounce her name, Deanna, a girl from like an old Bachelor episode season. It's like 13 years ago, I think it said. And she's got a husband and 2 kids now. So she comes to talk to Claire to just like settle her down or whatever and see where she's at. And Claire's first thing she says, so there's this guy, Dale. That's the first thing she says. And then, just wait till you hear this. She pulls a pair of pants out that has a bow on it. And she said, Dale gave me these because I asked for them as a gift. And I sleep with them. And she like holds them up. But wait, it gets worse. She's sniffing these pants.
Gypsy shit.
She's sniffing them.
She's nuts.
And she's like, they smell so good. And then she makes like Deanna smell them. And I'm like,
how did he give her a pair of pants? Are they his pants?
yeah, they're his like.
Why do
they
they're,
have a
like,
bow on
dress
them?
Don't
pants.
sniff my pants.
Why do they have
Do
a bow?
not
Why do they have a
sniff my
bow?
pants.
How big's the bow?
Like a gift though.
Oh, okay.
But she apparently asked for them as a gift after like a group date.
So
or
she can
something.
smell them.
Yeah, because she's crazy.
Oh my God.
So
If I'm Dale, don't wear the pants once and spray them. That's it.
What if he?
and they're
Like,
like,
what if he ate,
and they're
like,
like
shark?
dress pants.
Sharp,
Like,
sharp pants.
What if,
Wait, they're dress pants? I
Yeah.
always imagined white short pants.
No, they were dress pants, like almost like suit pants.
What if the food was bad that night? He had an upset stomach and he was just shitting. all
Dale
night.
never wears a collared shirt either. He wears like a frickin'
V-neck?
like a wife beater kind
No,
of.
it's like a scoop neck
Like a
tee.
U-neck,
But he
yeah.
wears like the
A scoop
sports
neck.
jacket
sports
over
jacket
it.
with just a tee and a chain.
I think it's a look.
It's a look for him, but
Yeah.
I'm so over
Could he
him.
rock a turtleneck with a...
Absolutely.
He
Jacket and the
definitely
chain.
would.
Absolutely. He could
Okay.
rock anything.
Does he have a chain? I know another guy had a chain on.
I think Easy wears a chain.
Easy wears a chain. So anyways,
Megan smiled really hard when she said easy.
Because I like Easy.
he loves Easy. And it's spelled E-A-Z-Y. I love that
That's gotta
for
be a
him.
nickname.
It's
gotta be.
I love
yeah.
that for him. So Claire decides that she's not going to do a fun group date. She just wants to do like a cocktail hour for quality time. Honestly, I think it's because she got insulted for her last group date idea. But anyways, she is like talking to the guys and like waiting for them to pull her, and immediately Dale asks for the first time together, and he's like, don't worry guys, like it's only gonna take 10 minutes or a couple
Oh, I'm
minutes
sure.
That's when you saw them sucking face.
Oh.
wasn't it?
after. So he's like we're all here for you, Claire, like you're so strong, and giving like a full speech. And he's like, I just want to talk to her real quick, only a couple minutes. And then he asks for a group hug from like everyone. So they like
So they're
bunch-
both weirdos.
they bunch together, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. And so they go off, and apparently they make it to where Claire's like staying at like her house. It's like Casa de la Claire, and she's like, welcome to my house. Guess where they immediately go?
The bedroom.
Her bed. She's like, have a seat, and I'm like, what is about to happen? You know what happens. They start making out.
Sucking
She has
face.
the full leg over him. He's like rubbing up on her leg and like up into her.
That pause, that was a weird pause.
It was like up into her skirt or dress or whatever she was wearing. It was intense.
Good for Dale.
So then the camera goes back to the guys, and they're like, he's been gone forever. And they're like, it's been an hour, it's been 45 minutes, whatever. So
Dale
dang,
sucking face, sucking the time.
I forgot who went up to get him.
This guy that's kind of nice. His name's like Brent or something. He doesn't do much. He's just a really
Brenton?
nice guy on
I don't
there.
know.
Yeah.
He comes up and he's like knocking on the door, and of course they like try to fix themselves. Like Claire puts her blazer back on, like they're giggling, like they were just got caught.
How old are we?
Imagine going into that room. Like,
What do you mean?
like if you're the other guy.
Oh yeah, it
and all you
was
hear is
super.
like,
It was super awkward, and you could like hear him talking. He was like, "Should I hide under the bed?" Like some like childish things were said, and then Dale tries to dip out because he's like, "This is awkward," and Claire's like, "Where are you going, Dale?" And like hugs him and says bye while the other guy's just standing there. And of course, she doesn't invite the other guy on the bed. They like sit on the couch for a couple minutes.
yeah, would you want to go on the bed right at like
No, that's just awkward.
like a tag team?
So the guys are pissed at Dale for taking up 40 minutes, an hour of Claire's time. And so Dale comes back to the group and they're like, where you been? And he won't like be straight up. He's just like, well, I was just talking. And we're like, no, you weren't.
So Dale's a shady MFer.
Shady and like, but he never answers anything. He's like a politician. You know what I'm saying?
They call him that. They called him a politician.
Yeah, well, I mean,
What does he do for a living?
He's a former football player.
What does he do now?
I don't know.
Probably a
IG model,
trainer.
trainer.
Anyways, oh, I forgot to mention this. There's like been this thing going around social media of Dale when he was a model at Party City for like Halloween costumes. I don't
yes,
I don't know
like
how
the full
recent-
onesies, aren't they? Like Halloween.
I don't know, he has like a full taco like costume on in the picture. I'm not sure how old that was or if
Hannah
that was
Ann
recent.
in last season was similar to that though. She was on like Old
the
Navy.
Sonic commercial.
Sonic commercial. Hannah Ann.
Was she really?
Yes. So anyways, they have some quality time with a couple of the guys, nothing important. And guess who got the rose?
Dale.
Dale.
Dale also went up and stole some time when he said he went to the bathroom, some more shady-ish. And so the guys are like, all right, so Claire's just about Dale.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Dale was like walking around, walks up to where Claire is and interrupts some guy, and the guy's like, "Are you serious? Like, you've already had an hour."
And then he came back.
And then Dale tries to leave. He tries to be like pretty nice to the other guy, and Claire's like, "Where are you going? Come sit down." And we're like,
Why do you make her sound psycho?
She's a damn gypsy.
is.
She's a damn gypsy.
So
now the guys are fed up because they confront him. They're like, bro, just be straight up with us. Like, if you wanted to go see her. And he's like, well, you know, like, I went to the bathroom. And they're like, all right, that's it. F Dale.
So when's the new girl getting in?
soon, we'll talk about that in a second. So we got to get to the individual date first. It's with Tyler. We haven't really talked much about
young,
him.
energetic, muscly white guy.
Yeah. And the date is like massage, spa, pool date. So it's supposed to like relax him because apparently he's like got all this energy and he's like really uptight and she wants to like relax him. It's very awkward the whole time. He has to get a pedicure. He doesn't like it. Very clear.
It's like taking Luke Setzer to get he's too antsy.
He's so uncomfortable. He's like, and then they go into the pool for a little pool fun, and and they're about to leave and get ready to go to dinner, and Claire goes in for a kiss. And she like grabs him, but she only gets like this close, and Tyler doesn't move. And she thinks that he backed away. He backed up.
And she goes all F.
She freaks out. She's like, I can't believe, like, I'm just going to go get ready for dinner. I'm leaving. And so
he's
Tyler,
like chasing her.
Tyler chases after her and like grabs her like this, like trying to be like I wanted to kiss you. And apparently, like, she thought he was being aggressive and, like, she doesn't want that in her life anymore.
He was kind of creepily aggressive.
So
but producers made him look like that.
I didn't think it was, like, that aggressive. Like,
he did it twice, though. He was, like, trying to force a kiss.
But she would have been pissed if he hadn't chased after her.
Yeah, and I also forget that he doesn't see all this Dale time. He knows there's Dale time, but he doesn't see what we see.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, he might actually felt like they had something serious.
Yeah.
But it's just the Dale show.
Anyways, he goes and gets ready for dinner. Claire doesn't show up for dinner.
And it's bye-bye.
And Chris Harrison shows up and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, man. She's not coming. You got to pack your bags."
The Tyler guy?
Mm-hmm.
And he's done.
So I think
he went home
after the.
I think it was kind of wrong on Claire's part for like not to say it herself.
Said it, like,
yeah, if she was as strong as we all want her to be,
say it like a woman.
Be like, I didn't appreciate how you grabbed me, so I'm gonna send you home. Like. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't you just say it?
The two shady people need to get TF out.
Dale and Claire.
Yep.
Go.
I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it.
I just think it was rude that she didn't say it herself.
And she's 39.
She's like,
act like
she's like, Chris, will you go tell him that I don't want
to... And then lastly, they have the group date.
Yes, and the group date is a roast. So
a roast of Claire?
No.
Roast of each other.
They're supposed to roast all the guys.
You knew what they did.
You know exactly what happened.
They all went after Dale.
They all roasted Dale.
But it was only half the guys up on the roast, and the other half were the audience.
Oh, okay.
And
so Dale's sitting in the audience, like, he took it very well, in my opinion. He was, like, cracking up. A couple of them were a little personal. Like, for example, Bennett,
that scarf guy.
Bennett, rich guy, said, "That's it, I'm doing it," and he went completely in on her.
Like,
him.
all in on Dale, like the whole time.
He had 3 pages worth of Dale roast jokes, and he went on.
So as you can probably imagine, Claire was not happy with everyone going after her sweet Dale. So during like the quality time or cocktail hour, she asks every single guy what was up with Dale.
That's
like, she brought Dale's name up with every single guy she talked to.
She was trying to stir drama.
She was like,
she's the worst.
She's like, what's the inside scoop? Like, why is everyone hating on Dale?
And the guys are like, she's just spending time with us talking about
And
Dale
then
now.
and then they would each come back after talking with her and be like, she asked me about Dale. And then the next one would be like, we just talked about Dale.
So all the guys are like,
They're like, what is going on? Why are we even here? And then what happened?
that's at the very end.
Yeah,
and
we're
then-
to the end now. And then we see Claire's roast. That was pretty funny.
Claire does a roast and says like Chris Harrison jokes.
Yeah.
And then one guy, the funniest moment of Claire, she was like, I don't know what his name was, but it was like Michael or something. She's like, Michael, to be honest, I didn't even know you were still here.
Yeah, she was like, I thought I sent you home.
A couple weeks ago.
I don't remember who she was talking about, but it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
She's a bitch.
Yes, bro. But at the very end, all the guys, since they're like, F Dale, this doesn't matter anymore, they're like, hey, should we just leave? And so that's like the preview.
And then we see, what's her name?
Oh, at the very end, they're like, should we just leave, whatever? They're all packing their bags and like, shows them leaving or whatever.
What's her name?
Tasha, is that her name?
Tasia?
Tasia. It all of a sudden cuts to.
Walking out of the pool in a
Yes.
bikini, and she's like looking all good.
She better looking than Claire.
Let me tell you, I will. Well, I don't know her personality, but before I knew Claire's personality, I'd probably say Claire's better looking.
Really?
But that's just like I think that's like a thing. You know what I'm saying? To each his own.
Yeah, I was gonna say people have different types.
She's 39
MILF.
But one funny thing.
by definition.
One funny thing he said was, I would rather have dumbass Peter back on the show.
That's a direct.
So-
Peter was a good time.
Peter was fun.
So if anyone watched that season, we're having a
I watched that season.
We're having a rough season.
It was a weird cut though when they just cut to Tasia because I was
Yeah.
like, "Is this a commercial?"
It was like a preview.
And then she was just, and I was like, "Let's get it going."
So it's official.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
After
we don't-
this episode, Claire's gonzo.
We don't know. She hasn't left yet.
If I could money line
It could be
anything,
like-
money line Claire's
it could be
gone.
If
like
you could
half-
sprinkle anything.
Sprinkle Claire being out before an hour into the next episode.
I was gonna say like halfway through or something, maybe.
Hammer that.
Who knows?
Well, I hope her and Dale are happy.
Yeah.
Just ruined, like,
Yeah.
I've just seen on Twitter, like, people live tweeting. Like, it just sucks.
Congrats to Claire and Dale. Get out, like you said. Bring on Tasia.
How long do they last?
I don't even think they're together right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're together right now.
What was the thing
Claire
you said about
fucking
the ring?
sucks.
Dale's building his brand.
What
That's
did you say
it.
about the ring? She was like wearing a ring.
Oh, so there was drama that people saw her with a ring on her finger. And she went on Instagram and was like, well, people are wondering what this ring is. Well, what this means is I bought it for myself. And it's like a reflection of like her not needing anyone.
She's like, I'm here for myself.
You're so strong, Claire. You're so independent. Go you.
And I'm glad you showed up. Now please leave.
Flood Claire's DMs and...
Let's get her on the show.
I just
You
followed
want
Claire. I just followed Claire recently.
All right, DM her.
Did you get a follow back?
I don't want to DM her.
Ask her to come on the show.
Dale might whoop my ass.
Is that it?
That's
Yeah,
it. You got
that's
any?
all I got.
Are you excited for Tasia?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Do we have the same guys?
I want to know how this one ends, though.
I
Like,
wish it
do
would've
they
ended-
leave? Like, do the guys leave? Does Claire leave?
I-
Like, it could
yeah.
go a couple different ways.
I want Easy on Tasia's season.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Easy might
sure.
win it. And that was Batch Talk for guys who don't do the Batch Talk with Megan.
And now we're going to move on to the last segment. It's usually one good thing, but since it's Halloween...
How many times can I say ghouly? It's going to be ghouly.
One spooky thing. I'll lead it off. My one spooky thing is that Trevor Lawrence may be coming back to Clemson for his senior year. And that is scary for college football. That is so scary. Everybody's shaking in their boots that Trevor's coming back for his fourth year to win his third natty.
That was creative.
That was creative.
I like
Good
how
play
you
on
did that.
words.
I like
Thank
how you
you.
did that.
It's also going to be spooky for his career if he gets drafted by the Jets.
Fair, also fair, but I don't think so. If they get rid of Adam Gase, the Jets don't mind spending money. And that's a fact. The Jets are going to have the most cap space after this season's over.
Joe Namath.
So that was my one spooky thing. College football.
Where we want to get Trevor? You want to get a spooky thing in?
All right. You guys see the new Borat movie?
I have not, but I plan on watching it soon.
I got a scene with old Rudy Giuliani,
Okay.
and it is spooky.
What happens?
Bro, he basically, they like try and get him to bang Borat's daughter. And they get him in the room with her, and he was like pulling his fucking dong out, bro, like on camera. It's crazy. The man.
That's spooky.
Rudy Giuliani, bro. Donald Trump's right hand man. That's the kind of people we got around our country.
You
That's
think,
spooky.
how many spooky jerkers you think are out there?
Too many, bro.
Ween pull-outers.
Oh, bro.
Everybody.
All of them are ween pull-outers.
All of them. All scum. Most scum.
That's
Are
spooky.
you one?
All.
A ween pull-outer?
Yeah.
I'm like a do a windmill with on a baseball weekend, like in the hotel, do a windmill. I guess that's the
Naked push-ups, naked sit-ups.
naked push-ups, naked sit-ups. So no, I'm not a ween pull-outer.
More helicopter.
Helicopter guy. That's,
I do not want to go after that.
I meant all right. Moving on. That's spooky enough. Megan.
I do not want to go after that.
All right, so I'll have my one spooky thing. So my spooky thing is the fact that I had a long weekend, right? And then there's tonight, and then tomorrow night is the Panthers, and then Saturday's Halloween. That's a spooky night for just my body in general.
The liver.
There's a lot of things going on this week with no.
You're probably going to eat bad.
Eat bad. I mean, I've eaten pizza for God knows how many days. And yeah, I'm not feeling good. It's going to be It's going to be a spooky week next week.
For your weight.
For my weight, for my
liver,
for my just overall general health.
Fair.
What about your mental health?
It's going to be a spooky week for the toilet as well. Spooky week. Bad week to be a toilet.
Okay, that leads me into my spooky thing. I live with you.
That is spooky.
It's spooky. But the real story is a while ago. I don't know how long. Heath made up, who knows, a guy named Eddie
Not made up.
that lives in my house, apparently. I've never met him, but apparently we're all cool now. So
Yeah,
that's
we
pretty
have made
spooky
amends.
to think about that Heath has created this character or seen, I don't know.
Never seen him, but Eddie
Heard
is
him?
here.
You've heard him?
I felt him. You can feel when Eddie's in the building.
But y'all
He's
are
not in
friends.
here.
No, Eddie's
not-
never
Y'all
here.
are friends, right?
Yeah, but Eddie doesn't go
Okay.
outside.
Okay, stays inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other spooky story is my mom has these Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. There's like 4 of them, I think.
Oh, there's more than 4.
Or 5, I don't know. There's 2.
I felt like
There's 2 larger, like almost full size,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. And
Yeah.
then there's a couple smaller ones. Dill used to get so freaked out by them that he would make me walk with him to the garage to leave.
Thought they were gonna.
So-
I thought they were gonna grab my
I don't
leg or
walk
something.
anywhere around here without her walking with me.
Yeah.
No way. Absolutely not. But they're like his little like thing 1 and thing 2s. Eddie's thing 1 and thing 2s.
They must be my friend because I haven't had any problems.
We are always teeter-tottering with being friends and not being friends, me and the Raggedy Anns. They're always looking
Well,
at
they're
me.
in the garage now, so hopefully they're doing well out
Yep,
there.
hope
And
they're
they're not
doing well.
mad at me for putting them in the garage.
And I hope Eddie has a spectacular Halloween.
Yep.
What's he gonna be?
Himself,
Eddie.
as always. Probably a little scarier than normal. I'm glad that someone told a scary story. Trevor told a real life story that was actually creepy. And you did a play on words. Perfect.
There you go.
That
You
was
did a
one.
play on words.
How? I did do a play on words.
You
No,
copied me.
but I'm not-
Copycat? Is this a copycat league?
No, because it's genuinely scary after a week like that, and you know it. And that was one spooky thing.
Ooh.
All right, and that just about wraps it up. Disclaimer on the helicopter thing. I was talking about in a baseball environment because not at a
Locker room
environment. Yeah, not like at the national anthem. I'm not a helicopter guy at the national anthem, but if you played baseball, if you've ever been in a locker room, you know the helicopter. Everyone has that big guy that does it. So that's what I meant. Dill or Trevor, you got anything left to say?
Another great episode. Sub to the page.
Big news coming.
Big news.
Big guest coming up next week. Megan, you got anything left to say?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. It was very ghouly.
Spooky.
I'm done with
Spooky.
it. Spooky. Extremely spooky.
I'm spooked.
It was, yes. Dill, anything left to say?
Love you guys.
Peace. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Can you do